Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Skye Nicholson, she stands 166 centimeters tall and has a massive reach of 174 centimeters. And she'll be facing Sinisa Superbad Estrada. Here comes the southpaw counterpuncher, Skye Nicholson, the multi-time Australian amateur champion and one of the most difficult fighting styles to deal with. That stick and move has given problems to every fighter that's stepped in the ring with her. Sinisa Superbad Estrada. She won the WBA.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
What a pleasure to be in this unique... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. There's a scoring blow. No rest for the weary. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
A stiff jab. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Perfect counter lands. That counter shot lands. Didn't land that jab. Beautiful counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Ooh, and that one got Skye good. She's in trouble. Down goes Nicholson. It must have been a powerful blow to the body that made her knees crumble like that. Let's see it in slow motion. Let's talk about Skye Nicholson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering... Here we go for round 2. Well, I think we can all agree that was not the best round for her. Let's see what kind of advice and strategy their corner goes with heading into this next round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
There's a counter shot. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the wall because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blank on them.
Can't score with that right uppercut. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Defense here at all. very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sky Nicholson in that last round. Talk about... On to the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Straight right just misses. Nice counter shot by her. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sky Nicholson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I like that round. Good work.
There's the bell for round 4. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Good counter punching. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And they land a big right hand. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter shot by her. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Incredible work rate. She catches and counters. Good counter punch. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sky Nicholson in that lap. Time for the 5th round. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Sky Nicholson is buzzed. Disaster averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice counter. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Beautiful count. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sky Nicholson in that lap. On to the 6th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Sky Nicholson now on the back foot. She might be going down. And Sky goes down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're okay.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get...
They're looking really close at this cut. Will the fight continue? And the referee's going to allow her to fight. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Sky Nicholson in that lap. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, the corner can do whatever they want to try and motivate their fighter to get back into this, but it all boils down to her, Johnny. Does she have the heart, the will, the desire, the strength to turn this around?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Which fighter will say no mas? The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
Yes, sir. We fight on here. Let's talk about Sky Nicholson in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. You both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Your stamina is off the charts. This is a high-octane battle. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just misses right uppercut. That uppercut doesn't get through. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. So the judges can't make up their mind. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
You know what? That's fair. And for the